Okay everybody, I am back with another blending process video, and it is another one about how to come up with a blend to meet this flavor profile of Stagg. This one is the 22A. So a little different than the other blending process ones, just because I already knew what I wanted to blend. Just because the one before this I had used Benchmark Foolproof with some of these blends and they got really close. I was thinking, man, I think 1792 Foolproof is a better quality whiskey than the Benchmark, and it does have like a nice cherry sweetness that I will get in some Buffalo Trace products. So I already have these ones mixed, blended together. Basically what I have in the glass that's right here is 1792 Foolproof, 1 part to 1 part rare breed. Then what I did is I took that blend of 1 part 1792 Foolproof and Wild Turkey rare breed, put that into each of these glasses, and then I put 1 part. This is the same Elijah Craig Private Barrel, the 8-year-old 128.2 proof from the previous blending process video using what was it, Benchmark Foolproof, and this is the A124. So I just had a feeling that these may be even closer once I tried that Benchmark, just because I know the mash bill is not the same mash bill, it's a different distillery, 1792, but it's just a much better whiskey. So I'm going to start with sending my palette to what I'm trying to match the Stagg. Man, so that today, I don't know why, for some reason that cherry is hitting me like a medicinal type cherry almost. It's weird. I'm telling you, like it's never the same each time I try a whiskey. Like there's nuances, and it just probably just depends on, who knows, the time of year and what you've been eating and everything. But yeah, that's just that similar brown sugar, cinnamon, cherry general. There's nuances, more medicinal cherry now. It's like more of like a warm, it's warmer than I remember it being, like a warm char on the finish. And the cinnamon seems to be lighter on the finish now than I remember it being before. But, okay. So let's try this first, the 1792, the Foolproof, and the rare breed blend. This is 120.9 proof, same proof as the blend that I did with the rare breed and the Benchmark Foolproof. Obviously, they're foolproof. You know, they're all owned by Sazerac. They got this foolproof thing going on. They even have the foolproof Weller. Okay, enough talking. $51 blend. Let's see. Whew, man. It's definitely lighter. You can tell it's lower. The proof is lower, but it's similar. So that is very similar. It just has, the sweetness is more like I'm just call it a Demerara sugar instead of a brown sugar. Some kind of char finish, less cinnamon. Finish has less cinnamon, but that, I mean, that's probably like, let me see. That's such a good blend, like on its own, even if you weren't trying to match Stagg. Try that blend. It's sweet Demerara sugar, cherry, good amount of cinnamon. good like oak. It's maybe, yeah, like you can taste some oak and char, and man, it's really good. Okay, back to the Stagg 22A. Probably the last bottle I'll ever find for like 5 more years. The Stagg is, you can tell the proof is more, and that the flavors are just more intense and richer. But they are similar. I will say they are similar. It's just, these are just maybe like dialed down from a 10 to a 7.5, 8. But that's pretty good though. Man, that 50-50 blend. Okay, so next I'm going to go to the two blends with the Elijah Craig barrel proofs. This is the A124. This is the one that has the 8-year-old private barrel, 128.2. By the time I release this video, I'm guessing that the B524 Elijah Craig is going to be out. So try it with that mixed into the blend too. Let's see. Yeah, it's like just that mustier, leatherier, more leathery. Leatherier? Is that a word? This just has, if you want something that has like a very just like old taste, this A124 is actually good if you're trying to get a blend to get that like old taste. You know, you could watch those the blend videos I did to match the Blood Oath Pack 9, which has like 16-year-old bourbon in it. It's a good one to match the flavor of a really old bourbon that's, ooh, wow, oh man. Is that Stagg right there? I gotta pour some more. Okay. All right. Man, those are close. Smells a little sweeter on the nose, but okay. I'm gonna go back and forth between these two. A124 blend. That is so stinking tasty. Man, I'm telling you, people, if you're worried about not getting these bottles like this Stagg, it's okay, man. You can get a very similar experience and very similar flavor profile with stuff that's on the shelf and just blend it yourself, man. That is so tasty. Man, that's good. Okay. Okay, what's the difference? Let's see here. That is, it's like if the Stagg was a piece of leather and wood, if the Stagg was a book and you left it out in the weather for a couple years, that's what this tastes like. Like weathered, just like a weathered version. Just think of all the flavors in Stagg, but just older and like weathered tasting. That's, I do like bourbons that have that old musty leather book, wet cardboard funk to them. Man, that's good. That's a good blend. Okay. Oh, I have a feeling though this is just going to be the closest so far in flavor profile. This particular blend is going to be 123.35 proof, $62. So, all right, let's try it first. I've got the Stagg in this hand. This is the Stagg, but just like an oakier version of that Stagg. That is so tasty, man. My goodness, that's close. This Stagg has a little bit more cinnamon on the finish, and you can tell the proof is a little higher. But other than that, this is very close. Like, you could pour someone this blend, 1 part 1792 full proof, 1 part, well, this particular bottle, but try different. If you have different electric barrel proofs, put them into the mix with 1 part that, 1 part rare breed, and 1 part of those Elijah Craigs. So good, man. Okay, I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna try this on its own. I'm telling you, this foolproof 1792 foolproof and rare breed blend. It's just a tasty blend on its own. Okay, I'm gonna do. I got a bourbon recently that I was hoping it was going to be like a Stagg-ish. It's not. The proof is right. It's over 100. It's like 132 proof, but it's just I don't know. It's sweet and kind of hot, and it's overpriced for what it is. I'm going to do a video on it soon. It's this Nulu single barrel Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Our bourbon, Reddit bourbon, I'm guessing. Single barrel selection. Not very good pick, guys. Sorry. No offense, I'm just being honest. This thing's 132.6 proof. 5 years, where's it at? 5 years, 4 months. I'm just curious what this does to the blend. They say this is like a soda fountain collection, like a sherbet flavor. I don't know if sherbet and bourbon go good together. Probably not, actually. All right, let's see. Pop this guy over here. So this blend has got this Nulu single barrel. Prohibition Craft Spirits. I'm going to punch this in. I paid $80. This thing for $85, or this Elijah Craig for $75. Way better than this bottle for $80. Like, new lately is, I've not been impressed except for their double barrel rise. Okay, 132 for the money. I'm gonna just say for the money. I've been getting some double barrel rise that Chanel really loves for about $67-ish a bottle, which is a good deal. Okay. It's just the way it is with non-distilling producers. You're just going to pay more money, typically, for what you're getting. That's why if you want just the best bang for your buck, stick with legacy distilleries or distilleries that are actually distilling their own whiskeys and bourbon. The new one that's, well, new-ish, is New Riff. Man, they're so good. Okay, let's see. This thing comes out to 124.8 proof, almost 125 proof. It's getting close to what I think a recent Stagg release was at. Let's see. Okay. Delicious. It's just light. It's weird. It smells light. right for something such high proof. Okay, Stagg. It's just a good, solid bourbon. It's such a bummer that these are so hard to get anymore. Whatever. Let's see. It smells hotter even though it's lower proof. Nah, I'm not even going to write down anything about this thing. I wouldn't do that blend. Blech. I'm going to do a video of bourbons that we bought, or whiskeys that we regret buying. Man. Alright. I can't think of anything I would want to add to any of these to like modify the flavor at all. Let's see. Maybe that would lower the proof, but man, that might be good. I am actually going to try something. The proof's going to come down a little bit. I'm not going to drink this. This is gross. If you want to see some videos, some blend videos, like taking a bourbon that you just regret buying, usually what I'll do is I'll either give them away or I'll turn them into a bourbon syrup. But like blending other whiskeys into them to get them to actually something you enjoy drinking, let me know. Give me some examples. I can see what I can come up with. I've already done that on my own many times. So, okay, what I'm going to try is those are both really tasty. I'm really enjoying those. I want to put in like the very first Stagg Replacement video I did. One of the bourbons I mixed into it was a Angel's Envy Private Select, 110 proof. It's finished in port wine barrels. I want to add that into one of these a little bit. Okay. Slip it back on. So this is the blend of 1 part each rare breed, full proof. This is the private barrel, 128.2 proof Elijah Craig, Angel's Envy Private Select. Let's see how this compares to Stagg. Okay. Ooh, that's fruity. Yeah. Ooh. That's, wow, okay. Oh, it's so tasty. Oh, man. Man, that's just, it's like a dialed down version of the Stagg. Like the brown sugar and the cherry, like just fruit is there. Just, it's not as rich and viscous, but it's tasty. It is really tasty. This thing is changing though. As it opens up, it's not as, I don't know, like it's a whiskey that I think degrades instead of opening up and being better. It just kind of like, it degrades as it opens up. It's not as good as when I first opened it, which is kind of a bummer. It's still good though. Okay, the Stagg. Yeah. Well, alright. I don't know. Well, there you go. Those are some... I'm going to put these into a throwdown think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the first Stagg replacements, the second ones that I did with Benchmark, and these third ones that I've done with this foolproof. Once we do the throwdowns with all of them, I'm going to take the winners and put them together. And maybe I'll do also the ones that maybe if they didn't win, but they were the closest tasting to Stagg, put them together against Stagg also. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Okay, I know these videos, these blending process ones are kind of long. It's just the nature of what it is. Maybe someday we'll do one live if we can get enough people interested. Okay, thank you for your support. Thank you. Like this if you liked it. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's okay. You know, I'm not that worried about what the algorithm is going to do. I'm just doing this because I like doing it. All right, until next time.